All right. My next interview is one of my good friends. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, she don't know how to pronounce my name. No, I'm just joking. Hey, y'all. My name is Odds Johnson. I'm the director of community affairs with the Miracles Club,
Okay.
and of course, representative of UFI.
Yeah. And so, Aj, you've been with UFI since the very, very beginning, right?
Just since before the very, very beginning. Right?
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we would meet in various different places. We would go back to our community. I think one of the first places that we kicked and launched the the pre-structure of the UFI Connect off was on Alberta at a cafe. It was three of us, and then it turned to six of us. And some of those six they're not with us right now, not as in deceased, but just moved on. But we got a chance to really see which direction we wanted to travel in, and what would get us there, not the fastest, but the more prominent way. So.
Okay. And so, tell us how you were feeling when you pulled up here.
This time
this time.
I feel like here we go again, but what am I going to get out of this time? Because each one, this is my third, so it's our third annual that we got a chance to come to this platform and just really vibe as a family. So I felt like I know that I'm going to be taking something fruitful and something that'll last with me for the rest of my life. So what will it be this time, if not all of the experience, right?
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. So what else do you want to share with the people about your experience this week? Did you do any hiking or any shopping, fishing, anything? What did you do while you were here this time?
I think this time what I did different was I spent more time vibing as family.
Oh,
right. I spent more time. I felt more comfortable. It wasn't um, like a nervousness, or it was just like, oh, I get to see my family that I haven't seen in a long time and meet some family that I've never met before. But I was so comfortable on this platform doing it this time, as opposed to the last 2 years. I think because it's becoming maybe a way of life for us, like a reunion, right, with some additional perks.
I love that. It is. It's like a family reunion,
Yes,
huh? When we
yes.
show up. That is so beautiful. I'm really going to sit with that perspective of it. So, okay. Well, what are you taking home with you?
Well, everything. And what I mean by that is, I'll first just back up. Last year, there was something disclosed to us about parenting, and it was reiterated this year. There's touch bases on it. But it stuck with me. And the one main thing that stuck with me is how to approach our children in a different manner, other than something that's been handed down to us through years and years and years of conditioning, from the physical rectifications, to the verbiage that could be damaging, just as damaging psychologically to our children, not giving them the freedom to express themselves, instead of telling them, um, you know, in my era, kids are to be heard, right? Get out of grown
Seen and
folks,
not heard.
right? Seen
Yes.
and not heard, and get out of grown folks' mouths, right? Because we're sitting up there learning from our first images of God, which is our parents.
Yeah.
But instead of me, and I'm old school parenting, I believe in, don't spare the rod,
Yeah.
but there is a balance. And so now I tell my children, instead of, with any expletives, right, shut that expletive up. I'm not doing none of that. I'm like, uh, and if they're crying, I'm not saying that I'm like, don't, suck it up. My young man, child of God, right? I don't be like, men don't cry. That's not the case. I said, take a moment, get it out your system, but I don't want you to stay there. I allow them to feel and experience what they're going through and try to work it out, and then be there as an additional support rather than go to your room and then they're stuffing their emotions, and later on it comes out, and maybe they have to journey a route of penitentiary because nobody would hear them, but everybody listens in the pen, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm taking it home. I practiced it for a year after receiving some additional support in that area of how to better raise my kids,
Yeah.
And so it made me feel good. Like I really took it home. I'm really doing it. I'm putting, the practices to work.
Yes.
And it solidified it when we reiterated it on that topic of discussion during this round of our reunion, right?
Yeah. And like I got the little sticky note on my fridge, and it says, "Be the parent that you needed, not the parent that you had."
Right.
Yeah.
And the way that you showed up and showed out, I know that you was listening too, right? And practicing. And now I got more tools to take home and, kind of, would integrate,
Yeah.
right? Those new tools that I got to fight with, right?
Yeah.
And put them to use. And so I'll be even more of a better parent. Not that I'm a bad parent or have ever been, but there's always room for growth and development, right?
I love that. Well, I love you, and I
Love
thank
you
you
too.
for your time. And yeah, that's it.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thanks, Rod.
Yeah, you go.